Over to the NFL, Ezekiel Elliott drew a 15-yard penalty for jumping into the Salvation Army kettle after his touchdown run against the Buccaneers. Head coach Jason Garrett, not really a fan of the rookie celebration. Listen to this.
I actually think it's pretty simple. You can't do things that hurt your football team. And jumping into the Salvation Army bucket, cost us a 15-yard penalty. And we've talked a lot about the word respond lately, and I thought our team did a really good job responding to that. We're kicking off from the minus 20-yard line, and Kayvon Frazier runs down there and makes a big-time tackle on that kickoff coverage unit. And so, again, guys picking each other up and moving forward, I think, is really, really important, and that was the case there. You don't want to put your team in that kind of a position. We love the enthusiasm. He brings so much to our football team on the field, off the field. He has an infectious can-do spirit, again, that's contagious throughout our team, and we love that. You can't jump in the bucket, though, if it's going to cost you 15 yards. Hurt your football team.
I need Jason Garrett not to be so uptight, B-Mac. I need him to relax. You don't want to do things to hurt your football team. Ezekiel Elliott is a rookie that's been balling out for you, leads the league in rushing. It's harmless fun jumping into the kettle.
But it's a penalty.
It is a penalty, man,
right? But
still, this is post-game, I'm sure. They won the football game. Let the man have a little bit of fun, man.
Yeah, but the standard is the standard, because if you don't say anything about Ezekiel Elliott using the Salvation Army bucket as a prop, clearly something you can't do, then he would continue to think it's okay. And let's say playoffs comes around, and we all believe that Dallas Cowboys will have a playoff game in their home stadium, and Ezekiel Elliott runs for a touchdown. He decides to do the exact same thing, jump into the bucket. Now you get a penalty 15 yards back. They move the kickoff back, and because of that, you can't kick the ball out of the end zone. Now the opposing team get an opportunity to return the kickoff, and they take it all the way back to the house.
Yeah, that's a unique situation, though, because the kettle is only there for like a couple of games. It's only there around the holidays.
Okay,
so once Christmas passes, the kettle won't be there.
Well, let's say he uses something else as a prop that's in the end zone area. Because Jason Garrett didn't say anything about it this time, he thinks he can get away with it. Let's say he uses the cheerleaders' pom-poms or anything, and you have that same scenario. So I love the fact that, Zeke, have fun, celebrate, but do everything within the rules, because you don't want to allow your successful play, which is a positive, turn into a negative. And things like that can happen. We've seen it before.
You going all coach on me, though, because yesterday when we talked about it, you were cool with the celebration.
Well, I was cool to an extent. Granted, he put light on a good cause.
Okay.
But yet and still, he still got a penalty. Let's go back to the weekend, this weekend ball game, college, the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta.
Okay.
North Carolina Central against Grambling. Remember, the game potential winning touchdown where the North Carolina Central wide receiver caught the pass, he celebrated, took his helmet off.
Okay.
They had to move the extra point back. And guess what happened then?
Missed the extra point.
Missed the extra point. Guess who won the ball game? Grambling. So scenarios like that can happen. So as Jason Garrett being the head coach, the standard is the standard. Yes, Zeke, be smart. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Have fun, celebrate. We know Zeke loves to celebrate, so does a lot of offensive players do, but you got to make sure you keep everything in perspective and not get penalties.
Act like you've been there before. That's what you want them to do.
That's what they say, but nah, celebrate. I love seeing guys celebrate, but just don't get
Don't use props.
Yeah, you know that's against the rules.
Indeed.